Hi, welcome to Penn Central Conference's Morsels of Excellence. This is a vlog that was started in 2019, and I thought that it would only last that 1 year, but we're back by popular demand. I am Reverend Nora Foust, one of the Penn Central Conference's Associate Conference Ministers. This year in the vlog, I will offer monthly morsels on what a healthy church might look like, or what one might be striving to become. Each morsel will last about 5 minutes and will come with a couple of reflection questions that would work well in leadership or committee meetings, adult or youth formation classes, confirmation classes, or really right at the family dinner table. This month, I wanted to start with what it means to be a church member. Every local church probably defines member in their constitutions or bylaws a little bit differently. And really, though, membership or the concept of membership is sort of a dying concept here in post-modernity. But being in covenant with a local church or sharing a commitment for a committed relationship with that local church is something that we still choose to do. So I wondered, as I was thinking, what this really meant for folks. I remember one church that I used to work with that had a covenant Sunday every year on their anniversary. They would bring out their church covenant, read it aloud, and then folks that wanted to commit or recommit to that covenant would sign. It was carried around to shut-ins and other folks that were part of the church so that no one was left out if they wanted to be a part. But every year, this was a conscious and intentional choice to be part of the church's covenant. I really loved that conscious, intentional part. I don't remember at all what their covenant was exactly as far as like this line or that line. But when I think about being a member of a local church, I think about that covenant. I also think about 5 specific things that each of you might want to think about. The first one is participation in the communal life of the community, of the congregation. That might look different for different folks. I mentioned shut-ins just a moment ago. This participation is going to be different depending on your setting. But what does your participation look like? What does your covenanted community expect participation to look like? The second thing I thought about was personal attention to your own spiritual growth. This might come through weekly attendance at worship, spiritual formation classes, your personal prayer life, personal scriptural readings, or devotional time. It's going to be different for different people, but what do you expect of yourself? And what does your church community expect from you? The third thing I thought about was service to others within and beyond the community. And again, it's going to look different for different folks. I love to share the story about the women's fellowship at the church where I grew up. They were responsible for sending happy birthday cards or happy anniversary cards or thinking of you cards. And I still get cards from that women's fellowship when I change jobs, when I have a birthday, when there's something to celebrate in my life. It's been a long time since I was really a regular part of that church, but their service to the wider church is one of encouragement. Another thing that I think about, number 4, is the ways that you offer gifts and gifts of time, talents, and dollars with regularity. It takes all of these things to make the church truly work. How do you give of your time, of your talents, and of your dollars? And the last thing that I thought about, number 5, was how you live every single day, your Monday to Saturday life, and even Sunday afternoon, as a life of discipleship to the teachings of Jesus. Now, granted, this is just one picture of what a church member might look like. What might a church member look like for your local setting, for your church, your community? What modifications or new opportunities have been brought about during this season of pandemic? I want to close with the words of Paul to the church at Rome. This comes to us from Eugene Peterson's translation paraphrase, The Message, reading from Romans 12. Here's what I want you to do. God helping you. Take your everyday, ordinary life, your sleeping, eating, going to work, walking around life, and place it before God as an offering. Amen. Friends, I'm glad you joined me tonight. We'll see you next month. Go in peace.